Hey guys, today we are going to be playing Atlas Reactor, a new game coming from Trion, and it will be released tomorrow for everybody. You could have been playing it for the past couple days if you bought the $100 pack, which, as a disclaimer, they did give myself as well as the other creators. They gave us the $100 pack, so there's your disclaimer right there. We also got this nice skin, and I have some codes to give away for you guys as well, giving you access to the full game and this skin as well. I have 3 full access codes and I believe 10 skin codes. This game is buy to play, but it does have a free to play model attached to it. It's kind of weird, I know. If you buy any of the packs, you get full access to the game. You get all the heroes, all the freelancers is what they call them. And then if you play this game for free, you just download it and you don't pay anything. Then you are locked to a weekly rotation, kind of like a MOBA style. If you guys ever played Heroes of the Storm, I would say their character system in this game is almost kind of directly like a Heroes of the Storm. Now, I'm not trying to compare them because they're two completely different games. This is a turn-based strategy game. It is not a MOBA, despite how this looks. So you are locked into a weekly free rotation, and it is also unique to yourself. So if you download this game with a friend, you guys aren't going to have the same exact weekly characters, but you can play for free. You just, once the week is over, you can't play that character again unless you buy them. So like I said, the character selection in this game is sort of like Heroes of the Storm or a MOBA. You got your weekly free rotation. Every single character has their own level plus your player level. And then they also have a support role, they have a defender role, and they have an attacker role. We're going to be playing against bots just so I have more control over the commentary for explaining the game. So we're gonna play the pup just for playing against bots, because I like playing supports in these type of games, just because if you have a bad support, then that could really ruin your team, and I like making sure that things get done. So I usually play support, but we're gonna play an attacker because we're playing with bots. It doesn't really matter. So every character has their own customization. They have their skins. I like the claptrap looking one because I liked Borderlands. You also have abilities and mods. So the abilities are your numbers 1 through 5, and then the mods are the modifications that you apply to the abilities. So like I said, almost exactly like Heroes of the Storm, you have mod points, which you get for leveling up both your character, which is Pup in this instance. So every time Pup levels up, I get 1 point, and then your character level or your player level, every few levels you get like a big boost to mod points. You get like 5, 10, and then it starts adding up. And with these mod points, you unlock your mods to your abilities, so you can customize every single ability. You do this before the match and not during the match, because once again, this is not a MOBA. It is a turn-based strategy game, so you do everything before, so you can prep before. Even when you join a public match, it does give you 1 minute to change around your abilities, because you can see the enemy team, what they pick from the get-go if you're only playing normal PvP. If you're playing ranked, it does have a little bit of MOBA in there as well, where you ban one character, and then each player chooses their character one after one after one. So it does have that style in ranked mode. Obviously, ranked mode is not out yet because the game is not out. It comes out tomorrow. But with these mods, you do have mod points, or I just call them dashes because these are mod points and these are like ability points. So you can only have up to 10, so you do have to pick and choose what you want. But there's so much customization and so many different abilities that work with one another. So I can go like a full-out healing build, I can go a full-out damage build, I can go a full-out debuffing build where I can reveal them, and then I can do all these things. You know, every ability has a bunch of mods, so there's a lot of customization, but like I said, you are limited to that 10-point ability score. So if I want to choose Wear Out for this ability, see how it's 3 dashes and the ability I have is 2, and I'm already capped, so I'd have to choose, say, this ability number 2. I would have to get playtime to drop 1 point dash, and then, or ability point, and then I can come back and get Wear Out. So you do have limitations. You can't just go all out on anything you want, but there is so much customization where you can make your own builds and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome. You also have catalysts, which are universal. Every character has the same exact catalyst, but obviously every single character, you choose which ones you want for that character. So we're just going to leave the default. This is the default selection. Any character you choose, these are going to be the 3 default that it chooses, but I could, if I want to, gain 30 shield for a turn, but I like Might because I'm an attacker. Teleport medium distance is my favorite because teleporting a short distance doesn't really get you out of much AoE abilities. And then also, if I was like a support, I'd probably choose reduce ability cooldowns because that could save your team. But since I'm kind of like solo and playing an attacker, I'd rather heal myself in a point where I think that I'm going to take a lot of damage. And then you have taunts, which are basically just emotes for your abilities. I honestly don't know how do you unlock these because I didn't play too much of the beta. I only have like 10 hours in the game. But we're ready. Let's play against some bots and we can go over the actual gameplay. So the character part of it is basically just think of Heroes of the Storm. That's basically the characters. You got, except for you don't choose your mods, ability mods during gameplay, you do it before gameplay. It's kind of just like, it's almost the exact same thing. So then we get into the actual game. The first turn, you get to move, so you can set up wherever you want. And since this is a turn-based strategy game, you have to, basically the entire point of this game is predicting what your enemy and your teammates are going to do. This game is very fun with friends because you can communicate, and that gives a lot more layer of depth. So say you got a friend with you that is a tank and they have a stun ability or knockback ability, you could communicate that with, say, me, which is an attacker, and then if he's going to stun them for this turn and I know that they can't dash out of their current spot, then I would set up to do a very heavy hitting ability. So there's a lot of depth to it when you want to, if you play with friends. You can also just try to communicate with random people if you can. Everyone knows how well that goes. You might get those good teammates though. But there's actually four phases per turn, so there's just a bunch of depth in this game. So the first phase in this per turn is the prep phase. So I can gain invisibility and might for this, and I am going to do that to get a nice setup. So first things first. Out of everybody, the green abilities go first, yellow abilities go second, and then red abilities go third. Red are basically attacks, green are buffs, heals, stuff like that. Yellow is dashing, so like, you know, if you think you're gonna take a lot of damage this turn, then you can dash out of the way before they get to the red phase, which is the attack turn. So like I said, this game is basically just guessing what every single character you see on the screen is going to do, which adds a lot of depth, and in my opinion, that's what makes it basically infinitely replayable, because there's no, like, I mean, there's certain strategies, but you don't know what they're going to do because it's not in real time. You have to judge what they're going to do next. You have to think, like, has he dashed, and have I seen him dash anytime soon? If I have seen him dash in the past, like, few rounds, they actually added where you can see their abilities. That's actually cool. So there's eliminates, maybe it's only bot mode, I don't know about that one, but I can actually see their abilities. I think that might only be in bot mode. I don't think that'd be in range, because that'd ruin the entire layer of depth that I'm talking about. But basically, if that wasn't there, I do believe it's because we're playing against bots, because it wasn't there in the beta when I was playing against real people. Basically, you just gotta, you know, have I seen this guy dash? If I have seen him dash recently, I know he can't get out of this attack, so I can then throw a heavy hitting ability on him, and I can lock him down, and, you know, it just adds a bunch of depth. Not saying because I got the $100 pack for free, I mean, basically it's just access to the game. It's got a lot of depth, more than I have seen from most strategy games, and it's online. Like, that's the best part. So I can only do my red ability, so this is the last thing that will ever happen. So I gotta hope that he doesn't dash, heal, anything, because with his green turn, he used a red turn, but if he had a heal with his green turn, he could have healed up a little bit. It seemed like he did heal up a little bit there with his ultimate. If he had his dash, he could have dashed out of the way. You know, I have to guess that. I also have to guess where he's going to move, because you have your green phase first, yellow phase second, red phase third, and then everyone moves. So you gotta try to, like, guess where they're gonna move if you want to stay on them, or if you want to try to get away from them. You gotta guess, like, there's a healing globe over here, he has low health, maybe he's gonna try to go for that healing globe, so I should move there next turn, so that way I can chomp him that next turn as well. So we're gonna go over here and we're just straight up going to finish off their support. So this is the dash phase. So before he can dash and before he can hit anybody, I'm gonna dash him. They do stay alive until the end of the turn though, so if you do have an attack lined up and you die, you still get to use it before you die. As you can see, they're both dead. You can tell by their, like, little life support thing. You know, they still get to use all their abilities before they die, but you know, they still die at the end of the turn. The game is pretty much completely intuitive in my opinion. I feel like it's all pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, they have the green, the yellow, and the red, and they have them in order. Like, green is first in the little dashes, yellow is second, and all that stuff. So it's pretty intuitive. We're just gonna chomp them, and then we're gonna grab that energy, and then we're gonna run this way as well. They also have a waypoint system, so the only, like, clunkiness that I believe that exists in this game is the movement system and the ability selection system. When you go to put waypoints, so waypoints are basically like if I want to do like a zigzag around the map, so I can put a waypoint right here, 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 and I can do like a whole zigzag if I wanted to. You only have to press shift for the first waypoint. So if I waypoint right here, I only have to press shift for that first waypoint, then I can go here, then I can go here, then I can go, well, that's all my energy right there, but, you know, you only have to press shift first for the first point, and then you don't have to for the rest. So, but then if you don't press shift at all, like the first time, then you don't do that, you just go straight to the next point that you clicked on. So it's pretty weird in that point. It doesn't feel natural. If you want to put waypoints, I would feel like you would want to hold shift the entire time. So that way, if you don't want to put a waypoint, you have to press escape. Like if you put a waypoint first, and then you're like, actually, I don't want to do that. I just want to move. I don't want to put a waypoint. I don't want to do a whole zigzag. I just want to move to the point, and that's it. You have to press escape to get out of your whole waypoint system, and then, then you can right click. It would seem like maybe you could left click on the battlefield or left click on the floor and cancel what you're about to do, but no, you have to press escape. It's just something getting used to, and in my opinion, just starting out, it doesn't feel that intuitive. Also, if you want to cancel abilities, like I said, you can't just left click, right click, or anything on the floor. You have to spam escape until your action that you queued up is deselected. So that's really the only point that I have a gripe with. So let's see, we do have our ultimates, so we can dash him. That's going to kill him, assuming he doesn't heal or anything, or get healed by his healer. And then we can kill him and then use our ultimate in between these two max health characters. So they use their ultimate on me as well, but I'm going to dash first, so maybe it won't hit me. I don't know if this one locks on or not. We can see. So nope. So we completely dodged out of her ultimate, and then we also killed him in the process. So that's what I'm saying, like, yellow comes first, then red. So she should have, I mean, it's a bot, but she should have used her ultimate if she wasn't sure if this is a real player game that I didn't use my dash already, because now that I used my dash, basically wasted her ultimate on me. She did get Garrison in there, but that was pretty much it. So that guy's pretty low health. I could only hit him if I wanted to, just to deal a lot of damage. I don't want to do that, though. You can also press the ability again to deselect it. Dude, I did forget to mention that. So let's go and actually, no, we are going to use it still. Let's press escape, and then let's move this, or press 4 and then move that way, because we're going to stealth and then gain might. So that way, when I use my ultimate, it does a bunch more damage. I think it adds 10 damage to it if you use might. And then also, abilities don't stack, so I'm going to have might after this turn because I'm going invisible, and that's what my ability does. But if I use my number 6, which is the catalyst that we mentioned before the match started, this is going to add might too. However, if I use that, it's not going to give me might on top of my might. It's only going to prolong my might for an additional turn. So as you can see while I'm talking, I'm not really predicting that well where they're going to be moving. So, they keep moving out of the way, and then, can that reach both of them? I can't. So I'm not doing very well predicting, and as you can see, I am getting faulted for it. See, I could have ended them a couple turns ago, but since I'm not really predicting them that well in their movement, I am now having to chase them around so I can get up close to be able to use my ultimate. So that's the type of depth that you gotta consider in this game. Very, very fun. Again, in my opinion, I didn't predict that. They just, they can't see me, so they all moved towards me. So now I can use my ultimate and hit all of them and kill them all. So we're going to use our ultimate here. And like I said, I didn't want to use my might because I already have might, so that would be a waste. We might not get Zuki at this point. He does do a lot of shielding, this support guy. So he shielded up a bunch. She also healed and all that stuff. So we're not going to be able to take him out here. That's something else that you have to predict. You gotta make sure, like, can he do a big heal here? Can he do a big shield? Anything like that. So our partner there, our teammates, they did some damage, so we did get the kill on them. So that's something that you can work out if they're actually like your friend or something. That would be a lot better if you can work that out. So you know for sure. Again, I'm playing with bots, so I can't really talk to them, but you would know for sure. So we're gonna might plus launch at him, so that way we can guarantee the kill, just in case he heals up a little bit. So that's why I suggest definitely if you're gonna play this game, try to play with friends, because considering this is a turn-based strategy game, it adds a lot of depth if you could play with friends. So I would highly suggest playing with friends if you want to play this game. You could play solo, but that kind of takes away a layer of depth in my opinion. So we're gonna get the kill on him. He's definitely dead. And then we just won because you only have to get 5 kills, or whoever has the most kills at 20 turns. If you both have, say, 4 kills by 20 turns, then it'll go into sudden death, and then you have to, whoever gets the next kill first wins after that. So there you go. We got 4 takedowns, 4 deaths, and 4 killing blows. So every single takedown that we got was our own. We didn't do the much damage, but you know, I'm commentating. All right, I'm commentating. So there we go, we finished the match, and that's pretty much the game. I hope I kind of explained it in full detail so you guys know, like, does this really entice you to buy it? Because of course, even if it's a Trion game, you know, it is a buy to play, so you always want to make sure that you're buying the game that you want. So I did try to explain it as in detail as possible, and like I said, I do have codes for both this I guess swag purple skin if you want this skin. I also have 3 codes for the Freelancer launch pack, which I believe is just basically giving you full access to the game. It's basically the $20 version of the game. So I have 3 of those codes, and I have 10 of these codes. So if you want to win full access to the game or one of these codes, you gotta leave the comment in the comment down below, or leave a comment in the comments below. Basically, whatever you want. I'm just gonna pick the random winners. I'm gonna use some external website that just basically goes through all my comments and is like, hey, he won, you know, or they won. If you're female, she won. So I'm just gonna do it randomly because I don't really do too much giveaways, so I don't want to put too much depth into the giveaway. Just leave a comment, nothing else. Just do a comment, and then I'll be picking those random winners. Again, I have 3 full access codes. Those are just whoever the 3 first people that this bot picks, I'm gonna give them the 3 codes, or each one of them a full access code, and then the next 10 that it picks will be getting this skin. Again, this is free to play and buy to play. If you want to play free to play, you only get a weekly rotation of heroes that you can choose, and if you buy it, you get full access to the game, and depending on the pack that you buy, you get the additional skins and stuff in the pack. You can also just buy them, I believe, buy for 300 ISO, so that's basically like credits if you ever played Trove. They're the buy to play currency. So you could just buy if you just want to buy the normal pack, the $20 pack I think is the cheapest. Then you can just buy the skins after that. You don't have to buy the $100 pack to unlock the skins. And that's pretty much it. It is on Steam, so I will link it in the description below. Like I said, if you want to win either full access to the game, the $20 pack, or if you want this skin, just leave a comment in the comments section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and I will see you guys next time.